Hi, I'm John from cigaradvisor.com, and we're back with more questions. This one from James. And he actually left a comment on a previous episode of Fan Mail. And he wants to know about humidification devices to keep his cigars fresh. He asks, is an electronic tank-type humidifier too much for a 75 cigar wooden humidor? As it comes on to humidify, does it toss too much moisture out at once for that size of storage box? Good question. But to really solve James's problem, we have to kind of step back and look at the bigger question. Am I using the right size humidification device for my humidor? Now, we know a humidifier that's made to keep 25 cigars fresh will never stand up to the moisture demands of a 100 cigar collection. So let's do some math. Let's say your humidor has a capacity of 100 cigars. And knowing that a humidor works best when it's kept between 50 and 75% full, you have 60 cigars in there. I would argue that it's better to humidify to the capacity of the humidor rather than to the number of cigars. That is, keep a humidification device in there that suits up to 100 cigars, even if your humidor only has 60 cigars in it. Here's why. If your humidification device is only powerful enough to keep the 60 cigars fresh, and you have all 60 in there, the Spanish cedar lining of your humidor is going to fight with the cigars for every bit of moisture from the humidifier. So what do we use to keep your cigars fresh? Well, we have some options. Here are Boveda packs, and these are some of the polymer crystal humidifiers. They're small and large depending on the number of cigars your humidor can hold. A larger one like this is good for a humidor that or to humidify about 100 cigars. Sometimes on the smaller sizes, about 25 cigars, and you'll find these in a travel humidor, which is good for maybe 5 or 10, depending on the number of cigars your humidor can hold. For the Bovedas, it's one packet for any 25 cigars. And it's okay if you have 100 cigars worth of packets or a crystal humidifier that's good for 100 cigars, but only 50 cigars inside, because these are two-way humidification systems. They release or give off moisture and absorb moisture as needed to maintain a cigar-friendly relative humidity. 70% RH for the crystals, and whatever RH you want from the Bovedas. This one's 69, there's also 65. All you do is buy the percentage you like and throw them in there. Now for James's question about an electronic cigar humidifier, and I'll use this Cigar Oasis as an example. Actually, they have this model, the Ultra, that's sized for a collection between 50 and 100 cigars, which is perfect for James's application, but it's helpful to know that an electronic humidifier is a one-way device, meaning it puts out moisture until it senses the level you set, like say 68 RH. Then it turns off until it needs to juice the system again, like a thermostat, but for humidity. So will the right size Cigar Oasis be too much for his 75 count humidor that he asked about? No, he'll be fine. But it's good to know that you have a few other options if you don't want to go James's route. And by the way, get a good hygrometer. That helps. Like this video if you found it helpful, and hit the subscribe and get notified buttons below to make sure you get the update next time we post more videos here on Cigar Advisor.